Thank you, Mr. Welch. Ms. Capps for questions, please. Thanks for being here today, too.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's an honor to be with your subcommittee. And I know I see a couple of the members of the previous panel. Before I address the current panel, I just want to say thank you for being such wonderful witnesses. You spoke for a lot of my constituents. I represent a district on the central coast of California, and their stories are so similar to yours, and you were very eloquent. I had to leave, and so I wasn't able to say that to you and allow you to expound even more. But to this panel, listening to a couple of my colleagues and your responses to them, it just makes the case for me, as one member of Congress, that we really do need a lot more competition within the health insurance market. Here's a story from one of my constituents, and a quote. "We, as many others," she writes, "have received a notice from Anthem that our health insurance premium will increase by 30% starting March 1st. My husband and I are both self-employed. We currently afford a PPO with a $5,000 deductible, and now Anthem, being so understanding, is offering a $7,500 deductible. If anything serious happens to our health, we lose everything to pay our medical bills, even though we technically have insurance." Here's another constituent. "I'm 61-year-old male with an individual health insurance from Anthem Blue Cross. I just received a notice of a rate increase from $616 a month to $881 a month." Another says this: "The premium on my Anthem Blue Cross health insurance policy is going up from $545 per month to $712 as of March 1st. I want you to be aware," she writes to me, "of this 30% hike in insurance rates." Ms. Fraley, these are hardworking people, I know, who have no choice but to purchase health insurance on the individual market, yet it doesn't seem like they get much for it. You claim you must raise prices in order to make up for healthy people who drop out of the system. But isn't it true that you've long engaged in the practice of rescission? I know that you have. I'm well aware that Anthem has been fined for doing that in years past. And knowing that it may well drop me as a consumer who would, in the event that I would become sick, is certainly not an attractive enticement for me to as a healthy customer to join forces so that you can help to keep your costs down. You don't market yourselves very well. At a time when your company is bringing in record profits, but when the rest of our economy is suffering, I want to know what steps you're going to take now to make quality health insurance products affordable to the people like my constituents who want to be responsible and want to purchase health insurance but just can't do that. Do you want to respond quickly? I have another question.
I would. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to talk about what we are doing to try to make health care premiums more affordable. For example, when we negotiate with hospitals in California, our goal is to have zero increases. Often those hospitals come to us requesting a 40% increase. And if there is not competition among hospitals, the regulators have said that it is inappropriate for us to terminate those hospitals from our network because then we'd have an access problem. So as a result, we don't have the ability to, not agree to those very high rate increases from the hospitals. So we are going to continue to fight on behalf of our customers to make sure that the health care that they're receiving is affordable and high quality. And it's a difficult fight. It's one that we keep doing. It's why we sold our pharmacy benefit management company, so we could get access to lower cost drugs, because those costs are driving the overall increase in.
So you're shifting the blame to the hospitals pretty much.
We are working together to make sure we can address.
There's nothing within your own system that you can find any flaws with. And
we continue to work on our efficiency. In fact, if you look at our administrative efficiency ratio, we continue to improve our efficiency as an organization while we provide more services in terms of getting to that underlying health care cost. Well, so we will continue to do that.
All right. I'm going to just, again, address the topic that has come up when I saw slides shown of the places where you hold your retreats. This is a sticking point. It's not the whole story, but it's one that's, because it's so visible, that is pretty galling for people who have had to sacrifice their vacations now for the past 2 or 3 years because of the economy and what it's doing to their personal lives. And yet, now I want to finish, and then I want to give you the rest of the time to respond. You have continued to make these retreats a part of your working relationship and offering these to your employees. Consumers are making sacrifices in order to hold on to their health insurance as the premiums go up and as they face being denied. These retreats hold more sway with your company than the health and well-being of your subscribers. And I will allow you any seconds I have left.
You know, those meetings have been characterized as retreats for our associates, and that is incorrect. Those meetings that were described are meetings that we have with our customers, group customers. Often I meet quarterly with the representatives for our customers, our customer advisory group, and we meet
who
with
are those
customers.
people?
They are representatives from our customers, so business people who buy the benefits on behalf of group customers.
So you're selling your benefits at those lavish resorts.
We are meeting with representatives, brokers and agents. You heard one of the panelists say she was going to work with her agent to understand what her options are.
That's where her agent was when she was trying to get a hold of her.
We make sure that our agents and brokers, consultants, and customers know what our benefits are, know what plans and services we can provide to them.
And you justify that cost as you are raising the premiums?
No, we continue to focus on making sure we're more efficient. We do need to meet with people that are agents, brokers, and customers, and we find that they provide input to us in terms of how we can improve the services and benefits that we provide to, in the case of brokers and consultants.
Do you ever meet with your premium holders? Do you ever talk with them?
I do, and I'm delighted to, and I appreciate the opportunity when I get to. And yes,
You hear their stories in addition to the stories you heard this morning.
It is a challenge. Believe me, we are on their side. We want to.
They don't feel like it.
And we want them to understand there's so much misinformation about what is driving these premium increases. And I think it's important for people to understand the margins that are available to pharmaceutical companies and in hospitals and where we stand on a relative basis, because we're fighting every day to make sure we can make their health benefits more affordable.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.